Over 60? Here's a fact that might shock you. Most seniors lose up to 30% of their leg strength by the time they reach their 70s, and this hidden decline is one of the top reasons why falls, fractures, and hospital visits skyrocket with age. But here's the good news. Japanese elders, many of whom live well past 90 with vibrant health, show us that strength and independence can be preserved through a handful of daily movements. No gym, no machines, not even long hours of training. Just simple, powerful exercises that act like medicine for your muscles, circulation, and balance. And today, I'll share 5 of the most effective ones, movements proven by both modern science and ancient wisdom to protect your independence, rebuild your body, and unlock energy you thought was gone forever. Think about this for a moment. What if your body at 70 could feel almost as stable and energetic as it did at 40? Many believe that aging is a one-way street toward weakness, slower steps, and constant dependence. But research from Harvard and Mayo Clinic, combined with daily practices observed in Japanese centenarians, prove otherwise. The secret lies in targeted, consistent movements, not hours at the gym, not heavy weights, and not costly equipment. In today's countdown, you'll discover 5 exercises that are deceptively simple yet incredibly powerful. Each one targets a critical weakness that accelerates with age: muscle loss, poor circulation, fading balance, fragile hips, and unstable posture. And when combined, they form a complete longevity routine that not only restores your strength, but also protects your brain, your heart, and your freedom to live life on your own terms. Number 5, the wall-supported squat. Known as the king of movements, the squat activates nearly every major muscle in the lower body: quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, even your lower back. But after 60, sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass, accelerates dramatically, and your legs are the first to suffer. This is why so many seniors struggle to rise from chairs, climb stairs, or even walk with confidence. Now here's the key difference. Japanese elders rarely go a single day without some form of squatting movement. Whether it's tending a garden, sitting on low stools, or practicing daily rituals, they keep their leg muscles constantly engaged. And this is why their independence lasts longer. Researchers in Okinawa found that seniors who practiced daily squatting movements had significantly lower rates of falls and fractures compared to their Western counterparts. If the word squat scares you, don't worry. We're not talking about the deep, heavy gym version. We're talking about gentle, safe variations adapted for aging knees and stiff joints. One of the best is the wall squat, also called the invisible chair. You simply lean your back against a wall, slide down slightly, and hold as if you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Start with just 10 to 15 seconds. Over the weeks, gradually work toward 30 seconds, then 1 full minute. This simple isometric exercise builds strength without stressing the joints, making it safe even if you've had knee pain. Another powerful option is the sit-to-stand routine. Place a sturdy chair behind you, cross your arms over your chest, and slowly rise to standing, then sit back down under control. At first, it may feel challenging, but just 10 repetitions a few times a week will quickly make everyday tasks, like getting out of bed or climbing steps, so much easier. Breathing is important too. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you rise. This rhythm stabilizes your core and provides extra oxygen for your muscles. Over time, you'll notice that your legs feel firmer, your posture straighter, and even your walking gait more confident. Squats are not just an exercise, they are the foundation of independence. Because strong legs don't just carry your body, they carry your freedom. Imagine yourself 6 weeks from now, no longer bracing on furniture just to stand up, but rising with ease, even walking across a room with steady steps. That's what restoring leg strength does. It gives you back the small daily victories that add up to a life without fear. Number 4, balance training. It might not sound dramatic, but balance is one of the most underestimated keys to independence after 60. The truth is, loss of balance is often the first domino that triggers a cascade of problems: fear of walking alone, reduced activity, fewer social outings, and eventually a shrinking world defined by caution and dependency. Japanese elders treat balance as a skill, not an afterthought. In small towns of Okinawa, it's common to see seniors practicing Tai Chi like movements, standing calmly on one leg as they water plants, or gently shifting their weight side to side while waiting for tea to steep. These micro habits keep their nervous system sharp, their stabilizing muscles strong, and their reflexes quick. Western science now confirms what tradition always knew. A Stanford study showed that older adults who consistently train balance not only improve mobility, but also preserve memory and lower their risk of dementia. That's because balance exercises activate neural circuits connecting muscles, joints, and the brain, literally keeping the mind and body in sync. So, how do you start? Begin with the simple one-leg stand. Place yourself near a wall or a sturdy chair for safety. Lift one foot just a few inches off the ground, arms extended for stability. Hold the position for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch legs. At first, you may wobble, but within weeks your control improves dramatically. Once you feel comfortable, challenge yourself. Try closing your eyes while balancing, or practice the three-point touch, standing on one leg while lightly tapping the floor in front, to the side, and behind you with the other foot. This forces your stabilizing muscles to react in multiple directions, just like in real life when you step unexpectedly. The benefits ripple far beyond the exercise itself. Picture crossing a street without hesitation, walking upstairs with confidence, or stepping off a curb without fear. Each second of balance practice builds not just physical stability, but also psychological freedom. And that confidence is priceless. Remember, balance isn't just for your legs, it's training for your brain. Each attempt to steady yourself strengthens the pathways that keep your body alert and responsive. In other words, balance training is like upgrading your body's software so the hardware, your muscles and bones, can function at their best. With just 2 sessions a week, you'll notice that small fears begin to fade, replaced by steady steps and a sense of security that changes everything. Balance, after all, is what transforms aging from fragility into resilience. Number 3, strengthening your calves. Few people realize it, but the calf muscles play one of the most vital roles in keeping seniors healthy and mobile. Doctors often call them the body's second heart because every time you flex and extend these muscles, they pump blood back up from your legs toward your heart. Without that action, circulation slows, blood pools in the lower body, and the risk of swelling, varicose veins, and even dangerous clots rises dramatically. Now, here's the truth. After 60, many people spend long hours sitting, watching television, scrolling on a phone, or reading. When they stand, their legs often feel heavy, like they're weighed down with sandbags. That isn't just fatigue. It's a warning sign that circulation is compromised. If ignored, this can lead to more serious complications like thrombosis or even pulmonary embolism. But here's the good news. There's a deceptively simple movement that restores this pump almost instantly, the calf raise. Just stand upright near a wall or a sturdy chair for support. Slowly rise onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the ground, then lower back down under control. At first, 10 repetitions are enough. With practice, aim for 20, 30, even 50 each day. For an extra challenge, try the single leg version, lifting your heel on just one foot at a time, or perform the movement on a step, lowering your heels below the edge before pushing up as high as possible. These variations increase the range of motion, making your calves even stronger and your circulation more efficient. And don't underestimate the ripple effects. Strong calves don't just look firmer. They protect your ankles, reduce the likelihood of sprains, and allow you to walk longer distances without fatigue. Japanese elders often integrate calf work into everyday rituals, such as gently lifting their heels while waiting for water to boil or while standing in line. It's part of why their legs remain so resilient even into their 90s. The beauty of this exercise is that it can be practiced daily. In fact, it should be. Just as your heart never takes a break, neither should your calves. Each lift is like unclogging your circulatory system, keeping blood flowing smoothly and your legs energized. Even seated, you can still engage them. Tap your toes rhythmically to lift your heels off the ground, perfect for long hours at home or during travel. Imagine incorporating this tiny habit into your day. 10 calf raises every time you stand up from a chair adds up to hundreds over a week. That's not just a workout. It's a life-saving ritual that keeps your body active, your circulation young, and your independence intact. Number 2, the hip bridge, sometimes called the glute bridge. While many seniors focus on their legs or their arms, one of the most overlooked areas of the body is the hips and the gluteal muscles. Yet this region acts like the foundation of a bridge. If the foundation is weak, the entire structure loses stability. After 60, weak hips and glutes often show up as hunched posture, chronic back pain, or difficulty simply getting out of bed. Japanese elders have long known the importance of keeping the hips strong. In traditional communities, it is still common for older men and women to sit on the floor during meals or social gatherings. This constant transition from floor to standing naturally strengthens the hips and glutes. Modern science confirms it. Studies from Mayo Clinic show that seniors who train their posterior chain, the hips, glutes, and lower back, report less pain, better posture, and fewer falls. The hip bridge is simple, safe, and extremely effective. To do it, lie on a firm surface with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground. Place your arms by your sides, palms facing down. Slowly lift your hips upward until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds, squeezing your glutes tightly, then lower back down under control. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions. For progression, increase the hold at the top, or attempt the movement one leg at a time to engage deeper stabilizers. Another option is to place your feet on a low step or cushion to increase the range of motion. The key is steady, consistent practice, not speed or intensity. The benefits reach far beyond the hips. Strong glutes improve your ability to climb stairs, walk longer distances, and maintain an upright posture. They also support the lower back, reducing strain and discomfort. Many falls happen not because the legs are weak, but because the hips fail to stabilize during a step. By strengthening this area, you're essentially reinforcing the base that supports your every movement. Think of this exercise as adding armor to your core structure. With each repetition, you're training your body to stand tall, move fluidly, and resist the downward pull of age. Over time, the hip bridge restores a sense of power to your stride, making everyday tasks, lifting groceries, bending down, even playing with grandchildren, easier and more enjoyable. The hip bridge isn't just about physical strength. It also renews confidence. Each time you rise off the floor with control, it's a reminder that your body still responds, still adapts, and still holds untapped resilience. Just a few minutes of practice, 2 to 3 times per week, can be the difference between walking cautiously and moving boldly through life. Number 1, the side leg raise, your hidden key to lifelong stability. We've arrived at number 1, the movement that ties everything together, the side leg raise. While it might look deceptively simple, this exercise targets a muscle most people forget exists, the gluteus medius, located on the outer side of your hips. This muscle is your body's stabilizer. Each time you take a step, it keeps your pelvis level and your stride steady. When it weakens, walking becomes shaky, balance falters, and the risk of falling rises dramatically. This weakness is more common than you think. Many seniors who stumble or trip don't fall because of weak knees, but because their hips can't support the body during a single step. In Japan, elders instinctively counter this by engaging in daily routines that work the outer hips. Simple stances, side-to-side steps during Tai Chi, or tending to gardens in low, wide positions. Their culture of movement unknowingly keeps the gluteus medius strong, protecting them from the slow slide into fragility. The side leg raise requires no equipment and very little space. Stand next to a sturdy chair or wall for support. Keep one foot firmly planted while slowly lifting the opposite leg out to the side. Do not twist your torso. Keep it upright and steady. Hold for a moment, then return with control. 10 to 15 repetitions per side is a good start. If it feels difficult, lift only a few inches. What matters is consistency, not height. As weeks go by, your range of motion will naturally increase. For a greater challenge, add a resistance band around your thighs or perform the movement lying on your side. Each variation targets the same crucial muscle but adds intensity as your body adapts. The impact of this exercise goes far beyond the hips. By strengthening the stabilizers, you ease pressure on the lower back, improve balance, and make walking safer. Everyday activities, climbing stairs, stepping off curbs, carrying groceries, become smoother and more controlled. More importantly, you reduce the chance of a sudden fall, the kind that can change a senior's life in an instant. Research confirms it. Older adults who train their hip stabilizers report fewer falls, greater walking confidence, and even improvements in posture. A stronger gait not only prevents injury, but also restores independence, the ability to leave the house, meet friends, and live life without fear. Think of the side leg raise as your invisible shield. Each repetition strengthens the muscle that quietly holds your body upright, protecting you step after step. Combine it with the squat, balance practice, calf raises, and hip bridge, and you have a complete longevity program that fortifies every critical area aging tends to weaken. With these 5 exercises, you're not just training muscles, you're rewriting the story of aging. Stronger legs, sharper balance, better circulation, and a stable core mean freedom. They mean confidence. They mean the ability to live on your own terms. Here's the truth. Few doctors say out loud. The real danger is not aging, it's inactivity. Muscles don't simply fade because of time. They fade because they're not being used. Circulation doesn't slow only because you're older. It slows because your second heart, your calves, aren't pumping. Balance doesn't collapse because you turn 70. It collapses because your nervous system hasn't been challenged in years. This is why seniors in the West often decline so quickly, while elders in Okinawa or rural Japan still garden, walk to markets, and even dance in community festivals well into their 80s and 90s. The difference is not luck or genetics, it's daily practice. One group allows the body to fall silent, the other keeps the body speaking through movement. And here's the hidden danger. One fall can change everything. A fractured hip often leads to months in bed. Months in bed lead to muscle loss, blood clots, and a cascade of complications that steal independence permanently. Studies show that nearly 30% of seniors who suffer a major fall never regain their former level of independence. That means more reliance on others, more medical visits, and often a rapid decline in quality of life. But the tragedy is that much of this is preventable. Just 5 minutes of movement a day, these simple exercises can act like medicine. They strengthen bones, protect joints, keep blood flowing, and sharpen reflexes. Without them, the opposite unfolds. Weaker steps, slower recovery, greater fear, and a life that shrinks a little more each year. Think of independence as a candle flame. Without fuel, it flickers, dims, and finally goes out. But every squat, every calf raise, every side leg lift adds another drop of oil to keep that flame alive. Neglect the flame, and darkness comes sooner than expected. Nurture it, and it shines brightly long into your later years. This isn't about vanity or looking younger. It's about survival, dignity, and freedom. Will you be the person who has to hesitate before crossing the street, who avoids stairs, who fears the bathroom at night? Or will you be the person who moves with confidence, who travels, who laughs with grandchildren without worrying about losing balance? The danger is real, but so is the solution. Aging without movement is surrender. Aging with daily practice is victory. The choice is yours. If you've made it this far, that already shows your determination to stay strong, independent, and healthy. And I want to encourage you to take the next small step. Please click like on this video. It helps us reach more seniors who need these life-saving tips. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you'll never miss our weekly strategies backed by science and inspired by longevity traditions around the world. Your support fuels us to keep sharing the knowledge that too many people only discover when it's too late. And remember, what we've covered so far is powerful, but the most important movement, the one that brings everything together, is still ahead. Stay with me. It may surprise you. We've now uncovered 5 powerful exercises: squats, balance training, calf raises, hip bridges, and side leg raises. Together, they form a complete longevity routine, one that protects your legs, your circulation, your posture, and your stability. These aren't complicated workouts. They are daily tools, gifts you give yourself that can be practiced in just minutes, and yet their impact lasts for decades. The truth is, aging is not optional, but how you age, that is in your control. You can choose the path of decline, where each year brings more fear, more weakness, and more dependence. Or you can choose the path of vitality, where each step feels steady, each day carries energy, and each moment is lived on your terms. Japanese elders show us that it isn't about expensive programs or miracle cures. It's about simple, repeated habits that keep the body alive. The science is clear, and the stories of resilient centenarians prove it. Consistency is the secret. So the question is, what will you do today? Will you sit back and let time chip away at your independence, or will you rise, literally, and claim the strength that is still waiting inside you? Remember, every repetition is more than an exercise. It's a statement. I am not done. My body still responds. My life is still mine to live. I'd love to hear from you. How old are you, and where are you watching from? Which of these 5 exercises do you think will help you most? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you found value here, please click like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who deserves to live stronger, longer, and freer. Your future starts now. Take the first step today.